I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell him I'm here, waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Are they gone? These fucking out-of-towners. We can handle this ourselves if they just stay the hell out of it.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old. gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
No, still not getting it. Try explaining it one more time.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now, this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. That's not right. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here. Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
I've been doing some research on it, and I know how to keep confidential matters confidential. Look, I get that the UFO thing was a joke, but you're probably trained to joke about it, right? To deflect, hide the truth from the average Joe.
Anderson! Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had. Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do. Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Welcome back, Anderson.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
What's going on? I don't know what you just said.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
I love Al. He just told someone, if you smell anything, bitch, it's your house. I think there's only a couple people on. No, I don't.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake. before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. This mug always cheers me up. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find. I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
The woods don't sound as creepy. Was it? What are you playing it on? Yeah, but Steam. That's what they did in the original. Oh, now my game's gonna be on. It's gonna be loud.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
I need to take off push to talk if I'm gonna be playing this.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson.
I don't think so. I think
Dangerous place.
there's only 5 of us.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. A witch with no heart.
Planning B.
A strange echo of Al murder.
someone over there?
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the
Wait,
body.
I can shoot you from...
See what I can find inside. Casey,
Oh, good shit.
I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Good shit.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
I'm suppressing my penis right now.
Deputy.
Down, boy.
I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination
He's teasing. He's not gonna
ASAP.
follow through.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after.
How are you
Deer
guys?
Fest.
Not a problem. I'll do it
Yeah?
myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the
I listened to
bookers
Voice
at the
last
Oh Deer
night. I
Diner
cried
in
myself to
town.
sleep.
Oh, and I've got a key
And then I had a
to
wank
the
and I was
gate.
perfectly
It's a
fine
shortcut
immediately
back to the
afterwards.
parking lot just up the hill.
Too much information, not enough. I don't know.
Thanks.
Come on.
Yeah.
One's at B
Let's
right
get the
now.
car, drive to Bright
almost by
Falls,
bike shop.
and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
When you guys play together, is it no longer like wife husband? It's like teammate. You guys.
We're not. Yeah,
Seems
we're
like a
not
nice
playing.
town so far.
He's playing a different
Burgess
game than I
aside.
am.
Then why are you calling out
Woods.
shit? What's
Because
confusing?
lodge
I'm
we got
playing
set
a
up
game
in?
with my friends.
We should go for a
Oh.
hike if we get a chance.
Okay, okay.
Now you're just being
Got
it.
mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Anderson.
Just
Deputies aren't
He's the
exactly up to the
husband?
That's the
task,
penis.
but hopefully the
Got
sheriff
it.
will be more helpful.
Not
What'd you
a
say, Al?
surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
UAV.
Oh, let's go.
Is that what you're asking for?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Oh, I
it's
know exactly what you're saying.
counter
Oh, yeah.
and then Beetle.
You think it's like sunshine and roses, and it's just like fucking hell, you know?
Alright.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I do. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh my god, can this cunt next door to me turn his
There's another
fucking car
lunchbox.
off? It's like vibrating my whole entire house.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I was wondering because you know the past couple days I've been playing, I noticed the score streak or the score going up. Elle was just telling me, babe, that when you have that soul catcher or whatever, it gives you like XP with each one. So Elle said to put on score streaks because that's how you get your kill streaks. Yeah.
Can't
Like
fit
I
the
have 4
clues
kills
all
and
together
I have
yet.
18. Yeah.
Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
Yeah.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe.
Pretty much.
And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
What the fuck is Ellen Wake? Sorry. Oh yeah? Okay. Is it a new game?
Here we
that's
are.
come out?
Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
I've never heard it.
I can't get
Okay.
that manuscript page out of my head.
Bit of a noob.
I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving
no.
fast.
Good call.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Ooh.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Yeah.
Just how much
100%.
coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. so much.
Never. Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my...
Okay.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls.
Speaking of the FBI,
It's nice to have you
saying
here.
to you
I got you both some coffee.
documentary regarding
Oh, it's
Z.
Washington's finest.
What's that?
You know, Z.
Nice to meet you,
Z?
Sheriff.
Yeah, he.
I'm set for coffee.
He's.
You know, I wouldn't
joining
say
the
no to
military
another.
And
I'm Agent
like,
I
Saga
can't
Anderson.
hear you right now.
This is
Someone's
Agent Alex
talking in
Casey.
the game.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say,
It's
I'm
just-
happy you two are here. Frankly,
As
we could
soon
use
as
the help.
he started telling me, somebody in the game started talking.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
Actually,
They
there's
made
like
them
5
sound
people
like
talking
suspects.
right now.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that?
And their voices,
No,
for some reason,
no, the Bookers don't strike me as the
overpower
murdering type, but you can decide for
Discord.
yourselves.
Kiwi.
They're just inside having coffee
Yeah.
and pie to calm their nerves.
It's
I'll
like
see what
you're
they have to say.
whispering, and they're like
Casey, you compare
blaring
notes with the
through.
sheriff.
Take your time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that.
We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff.
I changed them out.
You had many people
I have an
besides
advanced
the
UAV
known
now.
victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Carter
Mhm.
passed off.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Funny
Hello,
last night,
officer.
if, like, for,
Just
like,
Saga
5
is
minutes,
fine.
well, a few minutes.
So, are we
came
being
back and
charged with
everyone's
anything?
gone,
Because
and
if
just me
not,
and,
we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress
the
after what we saw.
woman,
Take a bath,
SBA or
scream into
whatever it is.
pillows, that kind of thing.
We're
And
not charging
she
you.
got awkward
I just
because
have
she
a few
was stuck
questions.
in the middle, like,
Nothing to stress
okay,
about.
well,
Okay?
he says that then. Have a good one.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard
Yeah, I
shooting.
thought the same thing.
We ran into these psychos
waiting.
in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of
You play any racing
satanic
games?
cult.
Brandon?
And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
I mean, they were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all. This is exactly why I hate small towns.
Keep it down, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
How can you be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Rest easy, buddy. cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders Keepers Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. It doesn't budge. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Evasion, maybe.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Hey! So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at outpatient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues? This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out. These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. Right. I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down. The Cult of the Tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before him. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? The same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page is set to get into the light. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! Vanished. He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose. No. These pages are important. Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster. Must be locked from the other side. I can't force it open.
dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real.
I need something to cut this.
Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
They're a fine pair.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh, wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why, at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day? No, I don't. Do you have any idea how much paperwork you're causing me? What's a lot?
It's not opening.
Hello.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, KC?
Smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case? Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
That concludes our debate on whether pets should be... That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you just tuning in, you're listening to the Pat Main Radio and Eventful. They bring all this darn rain with them. Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So, I reached out to
Merced won't roll over on the issues.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
So what's good here? Any nice restaurants? I'm a bit of a foodie.
Well, the restaurants and shops in town are closed at the moment, unfortunately. They'll have a grand reopening right after Deerfest, though. So if you're...
It won't open.
Hello.
I feel bad for these guys.
I can't force it open.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
I've been thinking more about the Cult of the Tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Why don't you come over and say hi? Hey! Where are you going? Hey! You're FBI, right? Are you here about that, murder?